Okay, life is given freely, right? Which means it doesn't cost the child anything to be born. But when it get to this world, it's indebted because of the economic situation of the parent. See, even my children, I paid for them, but their mother and father was in debt when they were born. Now I paid for them, but I myself had a credit debt, right? But with their mother teaching me how to live in her world, right? Then I learned that life is free, but comfort take effort. See, to be comfortable in life, you're gonna have to take, you have to do something, right? Now, what the serpent, for whom is Satan, for whom is a devil, give poor people is toxic financial security, right? Which means it lasts, but not long, right? It lasted for 30 years, but look how much it consumed over those 30 years, which shows the toxicity in it. It's toxic, right? Because it makes you sick to have it, right? If you got money and you can't explain how you have it, the money becomes evidence. See what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to show a kid is when I realized that I wouldn't be able to explain how I bought my Corvette, then I said, let me work for it because I didn't want nobody to take it. So that small principle is what got me here sitting before you and not sitting before a judge. Now, if I came from South Street Projects in Daytona Beach, Florida, then I came through Griffin Park Projects in Orlando, Florida, and I've been through the hood and on Bentley Street in Orlando, Livingston, the hood. Then I moved into a community that became a hood, and then I moved into a hood that became a community, right? Why wouldn't I know how to turn something into something when I seen something turn? So this is what I'm trying to tell the children, right? Something has to die before something is born. So when the lie was born, our understanding of who we are died. See? Because we were slaves. And once you understand that, you see how beautiful it is now. But if you keep looking back, you're going to see how ugly it was, and then you're going to become ugly. Because you're not going to understand the process of becoming beautiful. See, it's all mental. Everything else is vanity. Because you can look old and be young. And you can be old and look young. Right? But you still the age you are. Your time is the time spent. Right? So if a young person look old, that means they ain't handling life well, or they were just born looking old. I done seen that too. You feel me? But if you don't grow into your intellect, how can you say you're intellectual? Because once the situation come, and if you are intellectual, you should be able to break it down. See what I'm saying? And explain it because you're intellectual, right? But if you lose your intellectual abilities, then you become human. because now you done became physical. See? But if you keep it mental, then it becomes divine because it's intellectual. See, that's why everybody can't digest it, because they have been broken off from themselves. So a person who has been cut off from themselves, and then they were born again in another version of themselves, see how far they are away from who they are? See, because once they made that decision to do wrong, then they had to pay for that decision. Now, how do you ever go back? You see what I'm saying? You constantly live in regrets. And see, that's why when I saw my mother, and then she told me what had happened, when she said, don't let nobody take your mind, well, I realized she was saying my daddy had broke her. She had, because I saw the process. I saw how proud she was. And then I saw somebody just break her, man, just. And then I saw her lose herself. So when a son see that process of destruction, and the destruction is explained by his mother who has been destroyed, then see his life start turning upside down. See, but at the time my life was turning, I met my wife. She was my girlfriend. And so when I could have went either way, I had a center. I had something to love. That's why I'm telling you, how could I love myself coming out of chaos, love and hate, all looking like you don't know, like, because you see your mother love your father, but you see your father break her and make her at the same time. You and you looking and you confused, you're like, man, I don't want to do this to nobody. So I told my daughter, see, I'm saying, see, do your child understand? But she remembered the conversation because it was benefiting her. See, so I know she remembered because she told her mama, say, oh, I don't have to ask daddy. He say, long as I get my grades, I can do what I want. So I knew she knew. She remembered because it was constant in her life. From the time I gave her my word, I never broke it. See, so she was waiting, or she probably wasn't, because it was so constant that she never questioned it. Like, she knew that she had a grade, but when she didn't, she knew she couldn't do nothing either. See, so she went through that patch where she see the plan is to keep you on the right track, and you got to police yourself, because I'm not going to be with you all the time. See, but do church people do that? See, they tell them that they forgiven 7 times 70. See, my daughter know it was no, no, he don't forgive. See, he do what he say he gonna do. So I gotta stay in my father's good graces. See, that my children didn't have to, they had to stay in my good graces because they know the weather was gonna change. But it wasn't like with me. See, my daddy would come home and just spaz out, man, like ain't nothing going on, man. He just go to kicking stuff and, oh man, everybody tripping, man. Nah, not in my, it was like structure. But see, now people can judge it and say, oh man, he talking about his dad. I'm saying, but am I, or am I just testifying? You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling my friends. I'm saying, listen, man, don't you hear my testimony? I'm saying it's sad, but I'm giving it. Now, could you imagine if I done did something, man, and this testimony is, see what I'm talking about? Man, he fought in school, he wouldn't listen to teachers, see what I'm talking about? Man, they done gave me life. See? But I'm trying to show people, hey, that was my life. And the life that I made from that life you took. So see how beautiful it is? Because it came from that to this. So see, that's why I'm telling my kids, you had no excuses when it came to me. I took them all away from you. You had a loving mother and a loving father. You have no excuses to fail. None. I have every excuse. I mean, whoo. I could just pick one. My grandmama used to drink. See? So that's why I drank. And I'm saying my grandmama used to drink. That's why I don't like drinking. See? So am I talking against my grandma, or am I telling you why I don't drink? You feel me? So it's like you talking against your people, but you saying this my life. So I can't say my life because I will make you feel bad. Well, what you think I felt when I had to try to help you get in the house? You was drunk and you way bigger than me. And I'm crying because you drunk. And I'm thinking you finna hurt yourself. And I'm 9 and you 40. See, you don't think about that. Because you drunk. I'm not. So I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be where somebody got to help me because I'm drunk. Because somebody could take advantage of me when I'm drunk. So I don't do that. I don't put myself where I can't defend myself because I done seen it. So why should I do something I've seen? That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm like, hey, man, I'm not talking against y'all. I learned from you all. I learned. And I'm saying to a kid, so now you saying, well, he talking about us. I'm saying, you something to talk about. Why would I want my kid to be like that, man? I'm watching the news, y'all dying. Why wouldn't I say, look, man, we don't want to cry over you. See, that's what I'm telling these black parents. Y'all talking about these got to deal with the police. Hell, I'm talking about dealing with black kids. You got nice shoes on, man. You got to be careful. These people will kill you over them shoes. Man, damn the police. I'm talking about you. You will kill my son and then I got to call the police. So why would I be mad with the police? I got to call on you. Huh? See, this is us, man. We gotta talk. We gotta look at us. Hey, man, we killing each other, and then we mad with the police for killing us. We scared of each other. Why wouldn't they be scared? Why? So let's fix ourselves. First, let's take care of each other, and then other people will see we not savages. We not Muslims. We not Christians. We not atheists. We human damn beings, man. We human. And what they identify as is what should make them a better human being. Not hate somebody for being who they are. See, what you claim to be should make you a better person. If you claim it, why would you defile it? By defiling yourself, right? So when you fighting the devil, I'm telling y'all from the fight, right, is that they want to take your life. They don't want to give it. So if they want to take your life, then you got to fight for it, right? Now, if you fight for your life, why you want to lose it? If you used your mind, why you want to lose it? So you keep putting me in a mental hospital and I'm saying, are you trying to get me to lose my mind? And then you say, he tripping. And I'm saying, as you watch me go around stumbling blocks that was illegally put in my way, and I'm legally removing them in a public forum, and you think it's private, and you say I'm crazy, and I'm showing you case numbers that this is in the public forum. So how you acting like you don't know what's happening and it's happening in court, and I'm coming out of court telling you every day what's going on in court then came out of court, but you say it's my fight. And I'm saying, well, would it be Moses' Exodus Because, you know, Moses left Egypt by himself. So he had an exodus that was by itself, and he came back and formed a gathering that was the exodus out of Egypt, because he had already prepared a place in the wilderness with his father-in-law